There are several stories about damaged German tanks which were simply left behind and captured by the Allies. While that certainly happened in some cases, the tanks were usually rescued and repaired. Not only they were expensive to make, they were extremely valuable in a battle, and different German units could not afford to wait for new tanks to arrive. If repairs were not possible, if the tank was too badly damaged, machines were salvaged for spare parts so that lightly damaged tanks could be brought back to battle. This job was done by the mechanics of the Panzer Maintenance Company of the Panzer regiments. The tanks were often not heavily damaged, but were immobilized by broken tracks or minor powertrain problems. Abandoning such valuable vehicles was never an option in the German army. Therefore, special repair and rescue vehicles used to be sent into the battlefield to recover damaged German and Allied tanks as well. Some of these vehicles were made using actual tank's chassis to give its crew more protection. They would pull immobilized tanks out of the military action zone so that they could be repaired in location or could be sent off to larger repair shops. Sometimes working in field conditions required some unconventional methods and creativity. For example, when tracks get broken and lack some segments, they are shortened. As long as they cover the driving star, the tank will move. Not very fast and not very smoothly, but it is certainly enough to move to a new spot for further repairs. Tank repair was a task that required outstanding characteristics from people. They had to be experienced mechanics, but also be able to work under pressure and sometimes under enemy fire as well. The offensive capability of the battalions, regiments, divisions, and even armies depended on these wizards, although they are not as well known, researched, or hyped as the tank commanders. The total strength of a maintenance company was 3 officers, 29 NCOs, and 158 soldiers, so 195 men. They were responsible for the general maintenance of the tanks and of their armament and radio apparatus. In camp and rest areas, they keep a check upon the serviceability of vehicles in the unit to which they are attached. During this period, mechanics are given advanced training through attachment to the company or under master mechanics transferred to the unit. On the march, they travel with the tank units and deal with any breakdowns in vehicles or equipment, insofar as these repairs can be effected in less than 4 hours and with field equipment. If a tank breaks down, the repair section leader inspects it and determines the nature of the damage. If the damage warrants it, the tank is handed over to the recovery platoon to be towed away. Otherwise, a motorcycle with mechanics stays with the tank to effect repairs, while the other elements of the repair section go on with the column. In the assembly area, the repair sections test all tanks and equipment as to fitness for battle. Any breakdowns are reported at once. In battle, they follow closely behind the fighting unit and range over the battle area looking for broken down tanks. If the tank cannot be repaired on the spot, it is made towable and its position reported to the recovery platoon of the workshop company. The company usually operates as far as 15 to 20 miles behind the fighting tanks of its regiment, except that the recovery platoon works in the battle area, mainly to tow out disabled tanks. The company handles heavier repair jobs, up to those requiring 12 hours. Repair jobs requiring up to 24 hours are sent back to repair bases. The workshop company's platoons may be separated and may operate independently. According to capture documents, a workshop company can deal with 18 tanks in 10 days under conditions where there was no shortage of spare parts.